Right, folks, welcome to this edition of For Fox's Sake. And obviously, it's the Sheffield United game. I feel a bit close there. What's happened? Have I been messing around with that bloody... There you go. You're not as close to me now, are you? You don't want to see... You don't want to be that close to me. Not without a mask, anyway. So, obviously, Leicester have played Sheffield United today. And let's be honest. The sacking of Wilder, if you've not seen it, I did a For Fox's Sake special. And... I was a bit surprised on how his term at Sheffield United has come to an end. But if you want to just have a quick look, go back one video and you'll see it. I had mixed emotions about this game because you know, you get these teams who sack a manager and then all of a sudden they have a little bit of a bounce, don't they? It's called the bounce back syndrome. I don't fucking know, some stupid thing that probably somebody on the Sly Sports had invented. And you know, so I wasn't I was looking forward to it. I didn't really expect anything than a win. I went on somebody's live and left a comment, Paul's beer reviews. Go and pop over to him, he's all right. And somebody asked me how they thought we would get on. I thought we would probably win 2-0. It would be a late finish. I thought Sheffield United would come and battle and make life difficult for us, and they did in theory. They did make life difficult for us. I don't know whether it was more of us being careful and stuff and not letting them get the upper hand, but you know, they did battle. We had it was quite good. I had to pop up to Costy Cutters, and we're having a stir fry tonight, so I had to go and get some spring onions and a pepper. And it was either go out before the game or go out after the game. So I went out before the game. And I was listening to Radio Leicester. That Ian Stringer, he does talk some shit sometimes. I don't know what he's on half the time. He's always building it up with bloody replays of the last game, music and stuff. And they're on about the 3 at the back or the 5 at the back. I'm quite happy with either, to be fair. Because it's not... what you do is you play your 3 at the back, and some are saying, oh, they like the 4 at the back, but I like the 3 at the back because if we've got Wes, Soyuncu and Evans, it's like they can control it, and then you've got Castani and bloody Ricardo or whatever. You just got them pushing on, and it adds a dimension. It's a quick outlet for the lads. But there you go. Evans was back in, and Ian Archo keeps his place. Oh, what a choice that was to keep him. Ndidi wins the tackle on the 8th minute, and Vardy shot wide. I think, from what I can remember, Ndidi won the ball on the edge of the box, and it just went through to him. We do need to keep Ndidi in the middle of the park. You know what I mean? I know he's played centre back and sometimes. Got to take his watch off. It's annoying me. I know he plays centre back, and we do miss the bite in the middle of the park. We need to get something sorted for if we lose the central defender again. It's got to be sorted. There was one bit where Brian and Fofana clashed. Wesley was rolling around like a fucking stuck pig. I personally didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought it was just a good 2 blokes going for the ball like that, and that were it. 10 minutes on, Tillemans whipped in a cross, just too much for Ian Archer. I haven't got a fucking foggy remembrance idea about that. But here we go. Fofana wins the ball and just attacks. I do like it when Fofana picks up the ball in his own half. It's not very often he'll look up and go, well, he does, but I'm contradicting myself here, but he looks up and he's always looking for the forward thing. He's always looking for the attack. He's got it in his mind that he's got to attack. I'd love to see him just go, anyway, ball across to Perez. Yes, that was it, weren't it? The ball, anyway, Wes won the ball and he attacked, and the ball ended up on the left-hand side, and the cross was put in, and Perez headed it. I think it was going wide anyway. I'm not going to fucking make any bones about it. The keeper got a finger to it. It was going fucking wide, but even so, we were looking good. 15 minutes, Tillemans puts the ball through to Vardy. Now, it wasn't the way that he put the ball through to Vardy. It was the way he lost his player. Do you know what? Last year I was quite critical of Tillemans. And anyway, then I've started to sit down, and I've said this before, I started to watch him on YouTube. I've watched the Leicester games. And Tielemans actually creates so much space for himself. It's like he'll go behind the player, and then he just like steps away, and he creates so much space. I know these. I'm no fucking football expert, right? And I just love to do this. But if there is any kids watching me, right, just take a look at Tielemans and how he steps away from a player. He'll go on the blind side, and he just loses players. And he's got this thing where he can just, and it was a fucking brilliant ball through to Tielemans. And I can remember now that Tielemans put the ball through to Vardy, came through, and Perez was shot down. But it's not just that, it's the way that Tielemans can just create so much for himself, time and space to look up and thread a ball through, as he did all the way through the game. There was, after that, the ball was recycled, and anyway, Ricardo had a shot, but it was shut down. And it's all because of that 1, 2, 3 seconds that Tielemans just steps back and creates things, and we just put them on the on the defence. I thought through the game that Evans was organising it. You could just see him shouting. He is a do you know what? There was something last week where somebody tweeted me that Ian Stringer on Radio Leicester had said something about Wesley Fofana and how he'd much rather have Johnny Evans. I haven't heard it, so I can't really comment on what Ian Stringer was saying. But you've got to look at it this way, right? Little Wes is playing in a team that's in the top 4 of the Premier League. We're pushing for Champions League, right? If it wasn't for Man City going stupid, you know, there could have been a small chance that we could have been going for Championship, right? To win the Premier League. Now, to compare Wesley to Evans is a bit harsh, because when Evans was the same age as Wes, he was on loan at some shit Sunderland side, learning his trade. And this is what Wesley's doing now. He's learning his trade, and it's great to see. 30th minute, Vardy. Oh, no, there was this bit in the 30th minute where Sheffield United were attacking, and basically Vardy put his hand on a player, on a and anyway, as Vardy had touched him, this player's knees just like collapsed. It was like one of them donkeys. You know when you got a donkey thing where you just push the bottom up and the donkey goes collapse like that? It was like that. Vardy just touched him and he dropped and got a free kick for it. Fucking quite. I'm fed up with it, to be fair. I wish these fucking players who are on thousands and thousands of pounds a week just stood the fuck up and got on with the game. But there was a goal on the 38th minute. It was Tielemans, a great ball through to Perez. Flicked to Vardy, crossed to Iheanacho to slot in. Down there, he just threaded it through. Perez flicked it, turned, Vardy, got it in, and it was there. And it started. It was just simple, quick, forward play. And the way Tielemans does, I mean, I'm raving about Tielemans at the moment. I just think he's absolutely fucking brilliant. I do, I really do. Second half started. Fleck, he got mugged by Albrighton. He did. This was the thing about Sheffield United players. As the game went on, they just seemed to have no clue what to do. Wes, 49th minute, Wes again comes forward and some nice passing. The ball comes to Iheanacho, but behind him, and Vardy should have scored it, and it was headed off the line. The thing about Vardy is, he's got this thing where if I don't score this one, I'll score the next one. He will always carry on shooting, and he will always work. On the 52nd minute, I noticed that Perez, he was on the edge of the box and he put a ball out to wide, and it was a shit pass, and it just went to Sheffield United. And this is the team spirit at the moment in Leicester. He chased after it. Perez chased after it. I never thought Perez would chase after it that far. It had gone over like fucking 10 yards away from it, and he ran all the way back, and he got stuck in, and he won the ball back, or he made it difficult for United. On the 58th minute, Perez intercepted a pass to Iheanacho. intercepted, and he passed it in. Vardy shot at the keeper. Vardy missed, but he'll get it soon. It is. You see, this is what I was saying. Vardy will just keep shooting. He'll just keep going. If he don't get this one, he's got the confidence to just keep going. On the 62nd minute, Boldcock blatantly dived against Ndidi, right? He just fucking dived. He fucking went down. And I don't care if I upset Sheffield United fans or anybody else. He fucking dived, right? Anyway, from the free kick, because he dived and went down like a sack of shit, Leicester scored. From the free kick, they broke down the flank, and Brighton, he basically, Boldcock was out on there, and Albrighton fucking mugged him for it, didn't it? The ball went through to Perez, and he shot, and that was it, goal. Yeah. It was just desserts, rewards, or whatever you want to call it. It happened from the 63rd minute. Leicester on a free kick. I've just read that same thing. 68th minute, Tielemans ball through to Vardy. First time crossed. That was it, weren't it? It went out to Vardy, and it was just, again, Tielemans. He's just so fucking brilliant. It's hard to, it's hard to say. Anyway, moving on, because I don't want to fucking stop and record this again. There was a corner. We'd started mixing the corners up. We played him short. Perez, he had a shot, and he missed it, and it deflected over. Then again, we did another corner, then another corner, and he did it again and hit that one over. But we're just looking good. We're just mixing it up. Vardy, hold on. Right, Iheanacho, he got the hat-trick, didn't it? Tielemans and Ndidi working well. And he just shot from outside the box. Fucking great goal. Iheanacho is just fucking good. It's just coming right for him. The Vardy goal, we got a bit of luck. Albrighton went to hit the ball across the park. Hit Tielemans, he got it under control. And once again, an inch-perfect pass to fucking Vardy, who slotted it. Well, he didn't slot it away, did he? He hit it towards the goal, and it got deflected in. I don't know whether that was part of the plan. Even so, it's a fucking goal, and it'll go down as Vardy's. There was a young lad, Lash Bella, can't say his fucking name. He looked quite interesting when he come on. He were working, running around, getting stuck in, all good stuff. Evans had a chance in the far post on the 82nd minute, but it were nothing, wasn't it? It was a flash across the goal. So to sum it all up, folks, Sheffield looked fucked, didn't they? They looked beaten and everything. What I'm going to do is I want to stop this and keep on going. Just wait. And I'm back. I was racing then, and I was getting carried away, and I was losing it, weren't I? So basically, how many times can I say basically? I fucking hate it when people do that. Just keep saying basically. So basically, then what happened was Sheffield looked fucked, didn't they? I was listening to Radio Leicester on the way in, and Matt Piper were banging on about that. Sheffield United's warm-up routine, and he was saying it was like just shit. Apparently they were shooting at the goal, and there were no goalkeeper in, and they were still missing the fucking goal. They just look fucked. It's quite sad, really, because when Sheffield came up last year, and they took the league by surprise, didn't they? They did really, really well, and I was quite chuffed to see it. They made it difficult for teams, and they weren't the most entertaining sides, but they were good, and I liked it. I enjoyed it, and I expected big things from them this year, and it's obviously all gone tits up for them. I do hope they come back up. I'd love to know the reason why Chris Wilder left, but I really do hope they come back up, Sheffield United, because I just liked it. I just liked to see the way they come in. They played with passion and energy and aggression, and it was good. But let's not fuck about, right? They're a manager out, the bottom of the league, they're there for a reason. And in theory, right, as a Leicester fan, you didn't expect anything less than what they got today. Leicester played well, they looked to attack quickly, they was patient on the build-ups as well. When the chance was there to attack, they did it. And when all said and done, we didn't expect anything less, did we? If we hadn't got at least 3 goals, I would have been a little bit disappointed. If Sheffield had come down here and put more of a fight into it, then fair enough. But they may as well fucking stop. You see, the thing is, they can't even stop the season now and fuck off for their holidays, can they? Because you can't fucking get anywhere. So there it is. But the thing is with Leicester, we played Brighton last week and we got the win, right? We got the fucking win. And that win, coming from 1-0 down, has built the confidence in the team. Because last year, we couldn't get a fucking win for love nor money or anything, could we? We just couldn't get a win. And it really fucked us up. Although we did get a couple of wins, didn't we? I can't remember. I've been asleep since then. But to get the win last week against Brighton has built the confidence in us no end, and it was absolutely brilliant to see. We're starting to mix it up, I think, as well. We're actually looking to hit teams on the long pass, not a long ball, not just a hit and hope. But you've got Johnny Evans, who was actually also passing it around, you know, looking for openings, and I think with the fact that we've got like Iheanacho and Vardy up there now, it just gives us more options. It just opens it up, and I don't think teams are expecting or knowing how to play against us. Before we just had the Vardy up the front, the Vardy up the front, and it would just, I don't know, there weren't no options, but now it seems to go on. And also, just coming back to Iheanacho, is he the Vardy that we've been looking for? Is he the man that's going to, you know, take over from Vardy? He's doing well. What's that? 5 goals in 3 games? You know, and he's also thinking that he's also got this thing where if he doesn't, he's got the Vardy mentality. If he doesn't score, he'll get the next one, and it's brilliant to see. And I just love it. It's just brilliant. There was obviously a talent there, else he wouldn't have been at Man City. But there's just something about him that he's got. So just going through the players, Vardy was just being Vardy. Although he only got the one, and that was a deflected. He was running, he was battling, he was shutting down. He doesn't run as much as he used to. Let's face it, the bloke's 34 or 33 or whatever. He's too old. He's not too old, but he's kept himself fit and he's doing his bit. He's leading by example. Ndidi just battled away, didn't he? He just got stuck in and won, and I don't think he gave that one. Well, it wasn't a fucking foul, it was a dive, weren't it? That away. Soyuncu, he's just a fucking giant there, isn't he? He is like some kind of fucking Turkish warrior back in the day. You could give him a shield and a sword and a cape and you just know he'd be there fighting till the end. Evans, organisation skills again. He just took the game. You see, we've got to win these games against teams in the bottom of the league. This is where we fucked up last year. We should have beat teams and we weren't. This time, Brighton and Sheffield, we've done the job. That's what we want, the maximum points. Lashabella, he looked positive when he come on. I thought Perez was a little bit flat when he started the game. He looked off the pace and all that, but as the game went on, he got back into it and he stepped up and he did his job. So that's it. Tillemans, my man of the match. Like I've said earlier on, his passing and his movement off the ball was second to none, and I'm a little bit worried because he's playing that fucking well. I can see a team coming in and offering him big money, offering Leicester big money. I don't want Leicester to be a selling club, but you know, if teams come in with a decent offer, they're going to take it. That's the way it is. Well, as I've said before about the owners of Leicester, King Power are a duty-free company, and obviously with the situation of the COVID, they're struggling to make money, and we've got to finance a football club as well as being sensible. We've got the £80 million bloody training ground in our wardrobe there. It's got to be done, and I would honestly, I don't know, get Tillemans to sign a contract extension, give him the captaincy, just do something to keep him, because I think if we actually lost Tillemans now, I think it would, you couldn't replace him. I just honestly don't think you could replace Tillemans at this moment, and if he does go, I'm expecting 80-90 million for him, because it's just what he adds to our team. His vision, his passing, his movement. I honestly, if anybody sees Tillemans, just let show him this, because I think he's fucking brilliant. I really, really do. And I think if he left Leicester, I don't think we'd be a top 4 top 6. I know the season's not over yet. Top 4, top 6 side. I just honestly don't think we could do it without him. But there you go. Let me know what your comments are. I won't ask to like and subscribe because I don't do that. But I am interested in your comments. I'm not here to argue and fight with people. I just give my point of view. I look like a fucking newsreader. I just give my point of view, and I'm just interested to what you people out there have to say. I think it's just good. It's just little bits of banter. Yeah, I do feel sorry for Sheffield United. I thought they did exceptionally well last year. I thought they'd have pushed on this year, and it's all gone tits up for them. But there you go. Leave your comments, folks. Please be kind to me. I might be a big lad, but I'm quite delicate under all this fat. All right, folks. Laters.